Okay, in order to start using the GeoGebra app, we need to first open it. Now once it opens, you're going to get this basic default screen. From here you can use the Move Graphics view to click, and while you're clicking, move your mouse around and it will enable you to move the graph around. And then from there we can do a simple few things that I want to show you. Basically, you can graph functions in the 2D mode, which this is. If you go down to input, it can work with either y equals or f of x or g of x or g of h or anything you want, as long as the variables still hold. So let's try f of x equals 3x. Type it in, hit enter, and it gives you the graph. You can go up to this move and click on the actual function, and from there you can go to edit object properties, which then enables you to be able to go and change the color of the different function. This works for the function or spheres or anything like that. Maroon, red, green, yellow color, anything you want. Okay, and also just to show you, since we used f of x last time, let's try y equals 7. Which it graphed, but we have to zoom out a little bit. And there is the graph of y equals 7. Now, the thing is when you want to zoom in and out, you can either use these two options or you use your 2 fingers on the mouse pad going up to zoom out and going down to zoom in. That's the quicker way, or you can use the actual button here to do that. Okay, so we also have not only 2D graphics, but you can also do 3D. So if we close that and go to View 3D Graphics and slide this over, we can see the actual X, Y, and Z graphs, which you can still see your functions are still here in the XY plane. To see that more clearly, you can go up to here and hit Rotate 3D Graphics View. Same thing, click and use your mouse, and this will allow you to move around. So right here, for say it'd be the X and Y axis, which you can then move up to see that there's y equals 7. Also, in the 3D mode, you can do things with like cones or spheres. So up here, well, let's get rid of these 2 functions by clicking on it, hitting delete, clicking on it, hitting delete. Let's go up to sphere and pick sphere with center and radius. That sounds easy. So let's pick the center at the origin, 0, 0, 0 right here. And let's pick a radius of 3. And that gives us our sphere, which you could then go around and see all the different angles of it, which I think is really interesting. And also, if you wanted to, say, try a cone or pyramid or anything like that, there's this option that gives you all sorts of different things. Let's try cylinder. Let's click on the origin for the middle. Actually, that's the bottom of it, I believe. And then if you go up to the 4, that'll give you the height. And the radius, then we could try 3 again. And there's our cylinder that we have, which is nice to see because if you go up, it's simply the x and y of a circle with the z adding the depth to the cylinder. Okay, so those are the 2D and 3D options. Also, it has many options. It has spreadsheets, CAS, which we're going to get to in a second, Construction protocol probability calculator. That one's kind of interesting because it gives you the normal curve and you can find different Z and T statistics. But for now, let's go to view CAS. This allows you to type in different types of equations or anything really, expressions, and gives you a couple options of what you can do with this. It can find the derivative of it. It can find if you solve for the equations or expand brackets. So let's try something easy like 13 equals 13x. You come up here to solve. It gives you the value that solves for it. Also, if you want to do something like, if you put in parentheses x plus 1 to the second power. Simply, you can come up to here to expand brackets, and it'll give you the expanded form of that expression, which you can also click on, select it all, Command A, and then Command C to copy it, and go back into your graphics, come back down to input, Command V, hit enter, and it graphs that function for you. So you can go in and use both modes to help you find what you want to do. Okay, so back to the CAS mode, there's that. You can also find factors, numerical evaluation, solves for one or more equations, which you did, solves numerically, and derivative, like I said before, also gives you the probability calculator as well. So these are just a few simple options that you can do with GeoGebra. It has a lot more than I'm showing you, but that's the simple gist of the program. I strongly recommend downloading it and using it in your math classes for many sets of lower math, higher math, anything you want. I hope this you found interesting and helpful, and thank you for watching.